on the show as we welcome you inside AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the San Francisco Giants. It's time for Giants baseball. Next. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, against the starting assignment. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, he's been throwing the ball really well his last three outings. In the last three outings, he's allowing just less than a base runner an inning. When you do that, you're going to win games, and that's the key to his success in the last three games so far.
Stepping up to the plate, Omar Infante. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Here it comes now to Infante. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. On the ground up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. A quick out number one. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, they hit for a high average and they're winning games. When they hit, they win. It's very simple. And they hit for high average all the way through the top of the order. They put the ball in play. They don't strike out a lot. This is a tough lineup to get out.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Mike Napoli. Up high, 2-1 now. Harold Reynolds, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And, Matt, you always want to win 2 of the 3 games. I mean, today is a big game because you walk away and you start adding up those numbers in the series. You go, we won 2 out of 3 there. That's the goal for every team, to win 2 out of 3 in the series.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, the interesting thing about Carl, look, pitchers struggle with balls in the corner. They don't like that he makes them throw the ball in the middle of the plate sometimes. But he will call that high pitch. So watch him attack the high pitch and try to get that strike.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. No problem over there for the baby giraffe belt, and that ends the inning. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Jason Vargas, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, it hasn't been a great year for him so far. I mean, he's had some ups and some downs. He's had some decent games, some poor games. An ERA in the 4s. That tells me the story of his season has been inconsistency.
In is the center fielder, Angel Pagan. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Ready to deliver the 1-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Infante ranging into shallow right, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
Well, in this day and age, when so many teams are relying on that long ball to win games for them, this isn't one of those clubs, really. They're in the bottom third in the league in home runs, so they're going to put the ball in play. They're going to try to manufacture runs. They can run into one every now and then, but that's not the key part of their offense.
One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. Again, he sends it out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
This is a really good at-bat. This is the kind that you go back to the dugout, regardless of the outcome, they go, great AB, man, great AB.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Matt, they're on one of those hot streaks. I mean, everything is going right for them. They're playing great baseball right now. I mean, timely hitting. The bullpen's coming through. And it looks like they're rested. They're doing the things they need to do to really be a winning club right now.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Martinez has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1, and that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Stepping in, Nick Markakis, currently with the 3rd best home run total on the ball club. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
Well, they've really shut him down this series. No hits in the series, and they've done a great job of executing their pitches. They found his weaknesses and stayed with it.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pagan has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Giants.
Center fielder.
And I'm looking down there at Brandon Belt. You know, this guy has really solidified himself in the middle of the Giants order. You weren't sure how he was going to hit, but one thing you did know, he was going to be able to defend. And that defense is one of the best in the league because of Brandon Belt.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. One and two. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Hunter Dozier. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Now at the plate, Jason Vargas. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Has a look, now the pitch. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Matt, this is where I like this guy pitching. First and second, he's got 2 outs. He's got himself a little bit of a jam, but now he likes to paint the corners. Watch him fight himself out of this situation.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Here's another 1-2. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready with another 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven in by his club. Softly hit here to the left side, and this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out.
Second baseman, number 10.
Ready now, Betts. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And he pops him up back behind second base. Therefore, it is Infante, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Vargas gets the sign. Here's the 3-0. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting 7th, right fielder.
Digging in, Gary Brown. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Catcher, Jason Sucre.
Standing in now, Jason Sucre. And this one will be out of play off to the left. He's set, and the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Fielded by Infante. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple. Will move to the third with no score. Back now in San Francisco with our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Thanks for joining us. Omar Infante to stand in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in for his second at bat, Mike Moustakas. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Ready for another chance? Mike Napoli. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He really was struggling. He needed that strike right there. It's been a while since he'd thrown one. That's just not the way he wanted to start this inning.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Oh, and Napoli really gets into this one as he sends a ball out to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, the 248th of his career. And the Royals have moved out to a 3-0 lead.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
Stepping in now, Alex Gordon. Good out in front there is Gordon, and this one's hit on the ground to second. Betts is up with it. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away.
Salvador Perez.
Now in the box, Salvador Perez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-2 pitch. Lays off 2-2 now. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Brown shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 21, Nick Markakis.
So 2 away here in the Kansas City third, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. The 1-1 now to Markakis. And now a swing by Markakis as this is pulled on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But not before the Royals strike for 3 on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 3-0 Royals. Leading off the inning, Madison Bumgarner, and they'll need him to get something going here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
1-2.
The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now, Angel Pagan. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on 2-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
Didn't try to do too much with it. 2 strikes on him. He just fights it off and flips it into right field.
Blanco.
Digging in to try it again, Gregor Blanco. First time up, he went down looking. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And another foul ball. Runner at first here, one man out. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Well, a 3-2 count and a guy that handles the bat up at the plate. This is a great time to put that runner on first in motion.
Full count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box, Brandon Belt. Ball 3.
Well, that's a great pitch right there. You're saying to yourself, why? Because you got that base runner on. That's almost like a pitch out. An outside fastball, catcher set up, ready to throw. If you get the call, great. If not, you're set up to throw him out.
Vargas sets. 3-1 on its way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too, but he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hit down the line at first. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 3-1 contest.
Well, he really picked his teammate up right there with 2 outs and following a strikeout to get the base hit and drive a run in. That is really a special feeling, but man, he really lifted his team up with that.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pablo Sandoval, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Hit to third. Backhanded. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. We're back in San Francisco following this. Striding in once again, J.D. Martinez. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he misses. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And that'll get down in front of Pagan for a base hit. With that, the Royals have their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
That was terrific. You always hear keep your hands inside the baseball. That's a perfect example. The ball was in, and he took it back up the middle. You can't do that if you don't keep your hands inside the baseball.
In now, Hunter Dozier swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit down the third base line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And both guys topping out so far in the low 90s, 93 for one guy, 91 for the other. Striding into the box, Jason Vargas. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground, and a fairly easy play there as he'll back up a step to put this away for the second out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman
Omar Infante to stand in. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here it is on 3-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
Oh man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Digging in once again, Mike Moustakas. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the 1-1 delivery, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
He's set. Here's the 3-1, and he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Here's Mike Napoli now. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
3 runs, just 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Royals wind up leaving them loaded as the lead remains 3-1. At the plate, Betts comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And the pitch on 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Here's a high pop-up. Moustakas is there. 1 out.
The shortstop, number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And Crawford swings and misses at that one. A strikeout victim for out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Standing in now, Gary Brown. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Stepping in now, Jesus Sucre. Way in front of that fastball. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready for another shot now. Alex Gordon. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And that's a base hit for Gordon.
Well, that's the 6th game he's hit in. He's swinging bat pretty good now. That's a 6-game streak. You got to start somewhere. Pay attention, people. He's getting hot.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Brown on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The right fielder, number 21, Nick Markakis.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here it comes on 1-1. A little roller toward the hole. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. Swing and a little tapper.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Boy, that's a good pitch. Change up away off the plate with 2 strikes. I love it.
Another 1-2 delivery. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That was definitely a two-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's scored a wild pitch.
Set to deal on 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning.
Yeah, Matt, you know, if you got 100 pitches already in the 5th, I don't see him getting deep in the game at all. This is really at the critical juncture.
Full count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Royals leave one, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Brian Washington will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 23, Brian Washington.
Outside, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Into the box now, Angel Pagan. And he goes up to get this one as he pops it up over toward the right side of the infield. And there to take this is Napoli for the first out.
The left fielder, number 7, Gregor Blanco.
Here's the lefty, Gregor Blanco now. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
Payoff pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Belt. A hit in 2 tries so far. And this one's in the dirt. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Digging in the switch hitter, Pablo Sandoval. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
2-2. Here it is. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here as that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Your attention, please.
Jackson is
Now
into the
pitching
ball
for the
game now
Giants.
as he'll make his 5th
Number
appearance of the
25.
season here.
Luke Jackson.
Ready for another shot now. Hunter Dozier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
In now, Jason Vargas. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup, but you got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Omar Infante. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Here it comes now to Infante. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Ready once again. Betts 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. To third. Moustakas is there. One away.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding in once again, Brandon Crawford comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Well, clearly they challenged the guy they shouldn't have right there. He's got a missile launcher for an arm, so when he saw him trying to stretch a double, he unleashed one to cut him down, so probably won't be doing that again in this one.
And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Standing in now, Gary Brown drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
3 for 3 on the day right there with that single. He looks locked in. Don't pitch to him anymore.
Into the box, Jesus Sucre. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Vargas sets. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here in San Francisco, Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Sliced hard on the ground. There's Sandoval. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Mike Napoli.
Mike Napoli will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Now batting, left fielder Alex.
Digging in and looking for more, Alex Gordon. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Right back to him, and it's off his shoe. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco. The Royals lead it 3-1. Buster Posey is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Buster Posey.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
This guy's just a good hitter. You can tell anytime you get a base hit on 2 strikes and you stay with that ball right there, that's why the average is going to stay over 300.
In is the center fielder, Angel Pagan. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals, and he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Come on, Giant.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, another single. Now they're first and second. They've been swinging the bat great all day, but they haven't come up with the big hit to break an inning open. Maybe that's coming.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And a change is in the offing, and that's going to do it for Jason Vargas. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Lewis Coleman comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Lewis Coleman.
Here's the lefty Gregor Blanco now, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
Oh, and 2, here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Rafael Ortega will try and loosen up here as he'll be the runner at second base following the injury. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here it is on 3-0. Right over the middle, knee high. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Squared that one up just a little late.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 8th inning coming up. It's the Royals 3 and the Giants 1. Rafael Ortega will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 5.
David Hirsch has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 13, David Hirsch.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. One and one. Here it is. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The right fielder, number 21, Nick Markakis.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Markakis. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. At the plate, J.D. Martinez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. The set and the 2-1 pitch. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. To short, hit hard. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Markakis rounds the corner and is headed home. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. And now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game. And now they've got that cushion.
Stepping in now, Hunter Dozier. And here's a ball hit in the air. Sandoval coasts under it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Royals, pitcher Louis
Eric Hosmer will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Eric Hosmer.
Drilled on the ground to short. There is Crawford. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A run for the Royals on the RBI double. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 4-1 Kansas City. Kelvin Herrera is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Kelvin Herrera.
Leading off the inning, Betts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here it comes on 1-1. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. 4-1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starters. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 1-1 home now to Crawford. Line drive to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
They've left a lot of men on base. They've had plenty of opportunities, and here's another one. After a base hit, they find themselves with another runner on. Let's see if they can bring somebody home this inning.
In now, Gary Brown to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Infante for 1. On to Napoli, not in time, and they'll get only the 1 out.
The catcher, number 2, Jesus Sucre.
Digging in once again, Jesus Sucre. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. To short. Played on the backhand. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
I love the effort on the play right there. The jump throw from the shortstop just didn't get to first base on time.
David Hurt.
Russ Hood will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, Russ Hood.
Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Royals 4 and the Giants 1. Brian Shaw enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Omar Infante to stand in. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here it comes now to Infante. And he takes a called strike 2. Here's the 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Now a flare out toward right center. Brown over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The third baseman, number 8, Mike Moustakas.
Ready for another chance? Mike Moustakas. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Mike Napoli.
Now batting, Mike Napoli. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 2 out, nobody on. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Line to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Standing in now, Alex Gordon. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Nothing further in the Royals' 9th. On to the bottom half. Last chance here for the Giants. They trail it here by 3. Freddie Hardwick comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Freddie Hardwick.
Now at the plate, Rafael Ortega. Grounded back up the middle. Speared on the dive. He beat it out. Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard. Now at the plate, Gregor Blanco. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ready on 1 and 2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes Gordon, but he won't get there. It falls in. The throw to third, and he is in there.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon.
So stepping in, Brandon Belt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here it comes on 1-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Runners at the corners here. Nobody out. Swing and a looper to left. Gordon on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And no shot of testing anything there. He'll hold on at third with one gone.
The third baseman, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and standing in now the versatile Pablo Sandoval. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a liner. Foul. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam.
Now batting, number 10.
Into the box now. Betts 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Hey, anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Jason Vargas hangs win number 11 on his line. Freddie Hardwick earns the save out of the bullpen, his 32nd of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Giants, 1 run on 13 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jason Vargas. His record is now 11-2.